trying to remember exactly where we were last time. Did the mission, got away. Oh, that's right, because you went to the runoff pipe and went through the trash and picked up the creds.
Yeah, somebody didn't want to open it. Fallon.
Well, I've been doing all the work, so yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Over here tweaking out, but she's like, oh yeah, I'm doing all the work. Okay.
Sounds like the corpo.
So, Fallon, I know you're at 2 Edge, so you're just kind of like twitchy and stuff. What's everyone else? And Triggerman is on the edge of going cyber psycho.
I'm just hopping to skip away.
You're at 5, yeah?
4.
4? Oh, that's not nearly as bad.
Yeah, just
I
2
see
more steps. Just 2 more rolls with my cyber, and yeah, that's not that far.
Yeah, okay. So after you clear your cache, Goose, makes his excuses and he's got things to take care of, so he jets off, and you guys are left, to take care of whatever you need to take care of in your downtime. So where are we going?
I am going to...
Is anyone...
Going...
Sorry, there you go.
Yeah, I was going to go back to work.
Okay, so you don't need to see the doctor or anything like that, you're good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Does anyone need to go see the doctor?
I've only got the 1 harm, but I do have, my heat is completely maxed out, so I might need to do some downtime with that.
Oh, so you're trying to clear your heat rather than your edge?
Yeah, the heat's the higher thing at the moment.
I want to use 2 creds to clear my edge.
Yeah, so that's going to the doc to get stabilizer drugs, which is one of the things. I'm just trying to think because, your heat maxes out, shit hits the fan, but I wonder if that just resets then, once you've dealt with that, or if it should stay on until you've managed to clear it somehow.
I mean, yeah, either one sounds alright with me. I mean, you're the boss.
Well, I mean, thematically, I would think that heat wouldn't go down until something's been done to reduce it somehow.
Alright, that's fair.
So, I mean, your heat was maxed from blasting off your gun and killing the corpo and being a very public display of, violence and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. High off of combat stems and blasting corpo troops and clients,
sure. What about you, Shy? So, Shy, you've got to add 3 heat, 2 creds, and 1 harm to your character.
Yeah, I don't know what it was before because it seems to erase every time I save, even though I've saved.
So, even though you do save as, it's put in a different name?
Yeah, well, I've looked, and I have 2 copies, and both haven't saved those. It's saved everything else, but it isn't saving those ticks.
Must be a setting in your thing. I don't know if you want to just write down Notepad or something then.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Is there anything in roll 20 that can help with this, or?
Nah, I mean, you can use your, as a character thing. I can't remember made one. Nah, I didn't need a character thing. You could just do it in your Notepad on your computer. Or write it in Discord, you know what I mean? What you had before though? I mean, I don't think you had harm before.
No, I didn't have harm.
And you would have had the same credits as everyone else because you've been paid the same as them.
Yeah.
So you guys have all got what, 2 creds, 3 creds just now?
I'm sitting at 3 creds, yeah.
3 creds.
Yeah, so you probably got 3 creds total. And
Yeah, I
then
think I had 1 left before.
Yeah, and you just cleared your heat, if I remember right.
Yeah, because it was 4 or 5.
So yeah, I mean you'll have 3
I
heat
just want to get rid of my edge, so I'll just
yeah, I know. I'm just
give 2 creds.
gauging where everyone is just now.
I've got 2 edge and 2 heat.
Alright, yeah, so I mean, the heat's not going to kill you if the max is out normally, because something will just like happen.
But I'm gonna get rid of the edge. So
Yeah, I know. I know
Okay.
we're going to do it.
I know, just get it done.
And then
Okay, so no one else wants to clear edge or harm alongside Fallon, it's just Fallon, is that right?
Yeah, no, I think Trigger's literally doing the addict thing and being like, I can stop whenever I want, and is just going to take drugs rather than actually clear his edge.
Okay, well, I mean, you take drugs to clear the edge. Okay, so Fallon, are you going to see the dock on your own? Are you taking someone with you?
I'm just taking everyone with me.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the stabilizer drugs. Yeah, never mind. Then yeah, I guess I'll clear my edge as well.
Okay, I mean, you don't have to. You can hold off and then do the heat after it. But she's going to be like, okay, guys, I need to go down and get some stabilizers because my edge is like creeping up. I'm feeling kind of twitchy. So when you get to meets again, you know, it's a butcher shop though, the stuff scored out outside, the hanging neon lights. When you come in this time, you can see the assistant, I can't remember her name, I think it was Sarah or something, is like zoned out again, slumped over a desk in one corner, and Meets himself is leaning over an operating table. He doesn't have his back to you this time. And you can see 2 of his mechandrites kind of hanging above him, and from each of them, they've got like these 3 fingers, and they're both holding like an eyeball, which is just dangling on the end of an optical nerve. And then he's like welding, like literally welding someone's cyber eyes onto their skull at the moment that you come in. So he's got like a welder's mask pulled over him. And you can hear the zzz and all the sparks coming off of the face as you come in.
I didn't need to see that.
fascinating.
So what are you saying, Fallon?
Sorry, I had the cat like at me. Can you repeat that? Sorry.
The whole thing, or
The whole thing.
The
'cause
doc is
cat-
there, and he's got a welding mask on. He's welding like eyes onto someone while he's got their eyes hanging above him in his tendrils.
That's a bit scary.
And this is the guy you need to get stabilizer drugs from to lower your edge. So what do you say to him?
Can I get some drugs to lower my edge?
It's like zzz, and doesn't hear you when you come in.
I poke her on the head, poke, poke, poke.
And then I just say it louder.
Zoo stops, looks up, flips up the welder mask. Oh, you're back again already.
Yes, I am. So, can I get the drugs?
Oh, stabilizer? Sure, one sec. He walks over to you, walks past you, opens the fridge, and he says to you, Fallon, he's like, can you hold these a second? And he 2 tendrils lowers down with the eyeballs that are dangling from them.
Trigger, you can hold them.
Nah, I've got to see someone about some other kinds of meds.
He like,
Trigger,
fun.
get over here now. I just like drag him.
his big orange eye with the 3 lenses inside it kind of focuses and extends and comes back in again when he looks at Trigger. And he's like, you don't look so good. Do you need some drugs too?
Yeah, Trigger just sort of like glares at the doctor for a second before he kind of like twitches and softens a bit, and then just points at Sarah, the assistant, and is like, whatever she's got.
He's like, who? And he like turns around and sees her. Oh, she's still here. Right. You know, if you don't want drugs, I could just take some of that cyber off you.
No, that's mine.
Alright. Hold these a second. And he drops the eyes into the palm of your hand. And starts rummaging around in the fridge. And he starts pulling out like one box at a time and things, and he goes into the back and he slides out this box, which looks like it's been lying there for a while. It's got mold all over it, and he like opens it up and pulls out a couple of vials, blows on them and wipes them on his jacket, and puts the tub back inside the fridge. He's like, okay, let's see here, and he slots the vial into an injector in one of these tendrils. He's like, okay, miss, come here for a second. To you, Fallon.
Okie dokie.
And he just, without saying a word, he just like jabs the syringe from the end of his tendril, his mechandrite, into the side of your neck and injects it into you.
Hey, stuff is so rough.
Yeah, you feel it rushing through your veins, so like burning hot inside, and you go into like a cold sweat. Everything spins around you for a minute, and then it's all euphoric, and you feel so relaxed and pleasant. And then all of a sudden, there's like a whooshing sensation, and boom, you're back in this very cold, smelly environment that you came into.
Well, that was a trip.
Yes, creds, please.
There you go.
Yes, he takes 2 creds, and he's like looking around everyone else. It's like, anyone else?
Do you have anything that can cybernetics that can help me control a rig? If so, how much? How many credits?
Well, cyber will be 6 creds.
Damn it.
Although if you have some wear on you already, I could remove that in a part exchange.
Well, okay. I get up right in front of them. How much are these? And I look at them because my eyes.
Oh, I think that'll cover like half the cost.
That can I give you?
Is that what you would do? You would exchange your cyber eyes and 3 creds for a different augment?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, excellent timing. There's a chair in the corner. Go sit there for a moment.
Right?
He flicks up the AR display and throws something over to you. I just need you to sign this waiver form first.
What's it say?
Oh, it's boilerplate kind of stuff, you know.
Alright. I look at God. What does it say?
Oh, I mean, it's like 218 pages of various liability waiver clauses.
If I get a rash? What is this?
Oh, I almost forgot. And he turns around to Trigger and takes the eyeballs out of your hand. He's like, we'll be needing these.
Alright, I'll sign it.
Just one moment. I just need to make sure this fellow doesn't wake up quite yet. And he like jabs the body on the operating table with a needle again. Okay, it says, okay, lean back and relax. And it's this kind of like long dentist chair that leans backwards that you're on.
Wait!
What's wrong? Come.
Okay.
The fellow on the table doesn't have all day, you know.
Yeah, I already did it. Now let's go.
Okay, you feeling comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Good. And he presses the button, and all these metal clamps clamp your wrists, your ankles, your torso, and your head to the chair. And the chair leans back, so you're dipping downwards at like a 45-degree angle. You hear like zzz, starting up this little drill in his mechandrite as he gets close to you. And he's only a couple of inches away from you, and he's like, oh, I always forget this part. And then he jabs you in the neck with a needle and knocks you unconscious. He turns around to the rest of you and says, there's a curtained area in the corner you might want to stand in. It can be a bit messy sometimes.
Fair enough.
You hear like zzz, and squelching and cracking, and the sound of like metal being dropped into a metal tin. An uncomfortable like squelching sound for a while, and it's about 45 minutes before the very bloody and stitched up looking version of Tencom kind of like is released from the chair, with a big half her head has been shaved, where the control rig's been implanted, and there's like this little aerial poking out the top of her head. Her eyes have just got these huge scars like all around them, and these like mismatched coloured eyes, where her cyber eyes used to be. One of the gentleman's eyes wasn't really a good match, so I had to swap it out. So you got like one blue eye, one brown eye. Yes, that would be 3 creds, please. Thank you.
Give him all the 3 creds.
Excellent. Oh, you're also going to take 1 harm.
The hell? How much that hurt?
I mean, it hurt a lot. It removed your eyes to put new eyes. And it's stuck in the 10 in your brain.
Alright, 1 check on neural work. On control red.
Okay, so yes, on Sarah, you're just going to find like a bunch of empty syringes and stuff on Sarah, but there's like drawers and drawers of drugs just like lying around the place.
I sneakily take one.
Yeah. Trigger will definitely like grab a handful and then drop like a couple credits in.
So, Fallon, what's your addiction at just now?
My addiction is at 2.
Okay, so roll 1 dice for me, because we need to see if taking the stabilizer drugs increase your addiction.
As in, no, I just put what's called it was at 1 before, but I added 1 on because of that I just took the serum. I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
No, you roll a dice, and if the dice is higher.
Okay, so I only have 1.
Okay,
at
so
the
roll a
moment then.
dice, and if it's higher than a 1, you're going to increase it. Yeah, so it's up to 2 now.
Okay.
And are you taking extra drugs just now, Trigger?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like just grabbing it, dropping off creds like I'm paying for it, and then immediately jabbing myself.
So that's me, just to say that's me up to 2 now.
Yeah.
just to say.
Okay, so, I mean, what drugs is it that you're taking just now? For what purpose?
All of them.
I mean, I guess it depends on what kinds of drug. I mean, if it's up to me, it'll just be like some like, whatever the kids are taking nowadays. Just
This is all going to be like opiates, painkillers in here, sedatives.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll just take some sort of opiate or just whatever.
Just to calm the nerves, sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to roll addiction for that. That's just like everyday drugs. We're only rolling for like the heavy ones.
Fair enough.
Just everyday drugs.
Yeah.
Them over there.
I clearly don't need a stabilizer. I just need to feel good a little bit. Just something to take the nerves off, or calm the nerves down.
So after you've done that, Meets is kind of like looking at the cyber eyes he's just taken out of Tencom, and looking at cyber eyes he's just put on the guy on the table. He's like stroking his chin with one of his mechandrites. He's like, I wonder. And he like pulls down the welder's mask and gets back to work. I mean, imagine Tencom, you feel very lightheaded, groggy, you're under heavy, painkiller sedation. You're barely like conscious as you kind of like stagger out the place with your new antenna sticking out your head. Is there anyone else you want to go get things done?
No, I'm good for now.
I'm good.
So Trigger, if you're wanting to reduce heat, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, where are you going to go for that? What kind of person can help you out with the sort of heat you have?
That is a very good question. Because I mean, I got most of this heat literally shooting up a corpo
Yeah. So
and her bodyguard, so
so,
it's
I
probably
mean,
with a specific corpo.
okay, so maybe, I mean, you know it's AlphaSoft. So maybe you need to get someone in AlphaSoft to check and see what kind of records they have on you or something like that. Identifying features and try to erase those maybe.
Yeah, I'm probably like sometime afterwards. I'll probably hit up Sasha and see if like maybe she or whoever, I guess, to see if they can fudge the records or whatever.
I mean, this
I
might be
mean,
yeah, I mean, this might be a vested interest for Sasha Emery, considering you were also apprehended by them.
Yeah.
I'd be up for that.
So, I mean, do you want to attempt to hack yourself, or would you go to someone else you know to try and do it on your behalf, since you're already kind of flagged?
Let's call Tommy.
Who's Tommy?
An old friend who taught me everything I know, which isn't much.
So he's an old cold hand. And you're activist, but you were more of a normal person activist originally, weren't you? So
Yeah, yeah.
So is Tommy like a regular wage
He's
worker?
just a regular guy. Yeah,
Okay, so he's like a wage
like a
slave.
hobbyist.
Okay. Does he work for AlphaSoft?
Sure, he's in HR.
Resources and admin. And is there anything distinguishing about Tommy?
He's old. Like really old. Like hasn't undergone any
Like to the elderly old.
Yeah, he's like 70, and he looks it, which everyone else has had like work done and stuff.
Sure. Okay. Does he live alone then?
Yes, he's a loner.
Right, okay. And he's not retired because he never saved up enough
No.
money to retire. He's working until he's
No,
dead,
he's
basically.
poor.
Sure, okay. So you know where to find Tommy, you know what hours to find him in because he's going by like working hours.
Yep.
I guess, and it's just the two of you going along, is it? Trigger and Sasha? I know he's away, but...
We want to wait for him.
Yeah, I guess. Because he's going to have to tell him. Yeah, so
Well,
Trigger and Sasha, you two are going to go along to see this Tommy guy. Sorry, Glenn, what he's going to say. Nothing.
Wait, what?
I was going to say, did you try and say something?
Oh, I probably went to work staggering to Jeff.
Okay, so you're just about. And Fallon, are you just going to go back to your apartment and
Yeah,
sleep off the drugs, ride out the high?
yeah.
Okay, so Sasha and Trigger, you just go down to, I guessing it's like a outer rim of the AlphaSoft archaeology, because you're not going to be in the centre where all the high execs are and valuable people. This is where the wage slaves live in their low rent apartments, which they pay to their employer and it's deducted from their wage automatically. I mean, there'll be a little bit of corporate security there. I don't know how obvious you look when you arrive.
Well, if we're going to AlphaSoft, then yeah, Trigger's gonna try and be as inconspicuous as possible. Lots of heavy clothing and, you know, hood up, hat or whatever.
Sure. Okay. So I mean, you'll be able to get in there, okay, I suppose. You're not carrying anything that's like super illegal on you, right?
You know, that's a good question. I mean, I might be carrying a little something.
Okay, in that case, you're going to have to like sneak it in past security, because they're going to wave you with a wand when you're going into the building.
Yeah, I imagine I try to sneak it in, but if they wave a wand at me and they catch me, then I'll of course fork it over, leave it behind. I mean, it was just be like a pistol or whatever.
Sure, and I mean that's not a big deal. Okay, so you just get in there, you go up to Tommy's apartment. The hallway is moderately clean. There's like a drone that comes by every now and again. It just indiscriminately sprays 360 degrees around it with like hot water, burning the skin of anyone who happens to get in the way. But that's your own fault. You knew the drone was coming. And then another drone probably comes by a few minutes later and just like mops everything down, very carelessly. So the place is always kind of slippery and very damp and humid. But you're able to find his apartment. And Sasha, you know this guy, so what'd you do?
Hey, Tommy. What's up?
So his face appears on the little cam link thing at the door. Who is that?
Really? You don't remember me?
Sasha?
I growed up.
Oh, how lovely! And he like swipes the thing, and the door slides open. The place immediately hit with old man smell.
Yeah. You get used to it.
I mean, I think kind of like you, he's also a collector of like old technology.
Old crap, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like piles and piles of stuff gathering dust all over the place. Big stacks of it in the
corner.
corner.
There's just stacks of VCRs.
Yeah, there's just like a little living space around the AR unit that he sits in the fridge. And a big pile of dishes in the corner. Stacks of pizza boxes and whatnot. Oh, this is a pleasant surprise. Is this your boyfriend with you?
Oh God, no. You know I don't swing that way.
Ow.
He like squints his eyes and he's like, is your skin green?
Yeah. Is there a problem?
No, I've never seen it before. And he like rubs your arm a little bit. Like,
Alright, the old man's getting handsy.
rubs it between his fingers. He's like, what kind of upgrade is that?
I don't mean to interrupt you while you're, getting handsy with my friend, but we could really use some help.
Oh, of course. What's the problem?
Well, Trigger here has an issue. Maybe Trigger can explain to you what he needs.
I shot somebody I wasn't supposed to. Might also work at AlphaSoft.
I was going to be more subtle than that, but that works too.
Oh, did you
I
shot
really
somebody?
don't know how you expect me to be subtle at all, ever.
I mean, I'm not sure what I can do about shooting someone in the company. Do they know it was you?
That's what I'm hoping to find out. I just need to know if I need to be on the run for the rest of my life, or if I could maybe erase the memory
Oh well,
and
yeah.
hopefully live in peace,
Oh well,
relatively.
yeah, he's like fixing his glasses that used to be there, but he's long since like had the laser surgery to correct the eyesight. So he's just like rubbing the
wears
bridge
them
of his
for-
nose. And he's like, yeah, I could do such a thing, maybe for a little money on the side, yeah.
I've got 1 credit left.
Well, I mean, it could be quite an elaborate task, and I'm taking a big risk here. I mean, I work for this company.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you have that rock'em sock'em robots that you've been eyeing at my place. You know, the 2 robots that punch each other.
Yes, I'm quite familiar. Roll 1 dice for me.
Me?
Yeah.
Balls.
He's like, you can't get me, Sasha. I've already got all the rock'em sock'ems. No, young man. I'll do this for you, but I'll need you more than 1 cred.
I can definitely owe you if that's what you'd like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't do lending. No. This will need to be something that we can deal with right now, I'm afraid.
I don't like the sound of this, bud.
Trigger's just visibly shaking, but like he's not doing anything. He's just sort of like trying to keep his cool, and it's like, well, how can I get this done without you me owing you a favor? What do I need to do?
What do you mean? What do you need to do? You just give me a cred now, and I'll have a look, and then you pay me a cred afterwards if I'm able to clear whatever problem you're having.
I'll front you 1 cred.
No, I mean, you could do whatever you want with your money, but I'm definitely paying him my last cred now.
Okay, so he takes that cred. He's like, oh, let me have a look and see what we're dealing with first. Then he sits in his chair.
Just don't fuck me, all right? I'm really not that good at dealing with that.
He smiles and he's like, oh, I'm not able to do things like I used to do, unfortunately, son. He like plugs the jackpot into the side of his skull and his body goes all limp. So user just sat there for the next 15 minutes or so while he kind of like twitches and convulses erratically. His eyes kind of go back and forward and up and down in his skull. The drill just kind of like comes out of his mouth, and you're pretty sure that he's farting as well.
Sounds about right.
After time, he starts to come to, and he's like, oh, as if he's like, oh, he reaches around the head and pulls out a jack, and he's like, yes, they definitely have your details on file. They have you listed as a person of interest. You too, Sasha. He points to you, and
Well.
He's kind of like not pointing directly at you, so you must be like seeing double at the moment. Yeah, so there are files there. I can get to them, but it's a big risk I'd be taking to mess with that kind of those kind of files on their server.
But you can do it, though, right?
It can be done, yes.
How much would it cost?
Oh, another cred, I think.
how much time would you need? Do you need it right now, or can it wait?
Well, I'm not taking the risk until the money's in hand. I'm a little old-fashioned that way.
Yeah, Trigger just kind of like clenches and unclenches his hands for a bit, but he'll just sort of nod and say that's fair.
Oh, I should think it's more than fair. Okay. Whew, he says, and he goes over and unscrews a bottle of gin next to him, takes a shot of it. Alright then. Not as young as I used to be for this. Okay, Sasha, help me back into this chair.
Yeah, just like shove him. You old fart.
Yeah, he's under
God,
there
he died.
for like an equal amount of time, pretty much, before he comes out again. And he's like visibly perspiring when he comes out and very shaky. Oh, that was quite the experience. I think you're in the clear, my boy. There's probably some residual information in there somewhere, but the majority of the information has now been erased.
Oh, he already took care of it?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
so you can clear your heat.
Yay! Until I go Cyber Psycho.
You should really stop by more often, Sasha. It's always lovely to have some company. I get so alone here, all by myself, you know.
What happened to your dog?
He like looks over to the empty corner where there's an empty dog bed and blanket,
Oh no.
and a tear wells up in his eyes.
Oh, I'm real sorry to hear about that.
It's quite alright. He's not dead.
Oh, okay.
But I had to sell him. You know how valuable real dogs are these days.
Yeah, and she just knows that somebody's eating his dog, has ate his dog.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's enjoying life on the farm.
Yes, that's what I like to tell myself. He wipes his eyes. Yes, I'm afraid it's just me and Siri here. And she's not much for company.
Siri pipes up. Searching company.
And he like bangs in the wall. He's like, "Shut up, Siri."
Well, we appreciate your help.
Oh, you need to go already? Do you want to stay for some tea?
I will take you up on that at another time.
And the hopeful look in his eyes just dies. It's like, oh yes, I suppose you young people have much to do.
You know how it is.
Oh well then, don't be a stranger. You too, young man. Anytime, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Sasha nudges him and like gives him a look like, watch out for him. He's a perf.
He like stands at his door watching you go all the way down the hall until you get in the elevator.
Why do I somehow feel dirtier after
He
the
kind of
visit?
has that effect. He means well though.
Thanks, anyways. I owe you one.
No problem. I guess we better catch up to the rest of the guys.
So, Fallon and Tencom, what is it you do in your downtime to relax again?
She is in her office, drinking her pain away with cactus juice, trying to filing.
Laura's like talking to herself in the other room. She doesn't realise she's not pressing the button.
I'll do it. Hey, hey, hey! How you doing today, my lovelies? It's Fallon here. Got a secret? Shh. It's another one of these fab secret bonanzas. A shout out to our girl Tanya Tells. Keep on telling. Shh. It's a secret. If you have any secret stories, contact Tanya Tells. Now I'm here to tell you that Tanya Tells secret serum will keep all your family and besties secrets. Shh. Hit the link below and get your Tanya Tells secret serum. And that's all from me today, my lovelies. You know I love you all. Mwah! Catch you next time for some grit and glam invisible eyeshadow. It's a vanishing act. Time to disappear. Love ya!
She's put so much effort into these.
I'm pretty sure I've actually seen at least a couple of these adverts before I got ad blocker, which is great. It means they're awesome.
Oh, man, I don't
Suddenly-
like.
I suddenly have an urge to put on some eyeshadow.
I'm not sure what Tanya's telly was supposed to actually do.
Hmm?
It was a secret serum. It you know, it was like you know, it's a barrier to the brain so that like you don't tell your secrets, your friends' secrets.
Oh, it's okay. So it's a drug that you drug people with
Yeah.
to shut them up.
Pretty much.
Nice.
Okay, so you spend your spare time selling your soul. Okay.
She's making that moolah.
She's corpo. She doesn't have a soul.
Yeah.
No, you realize I'm a corpo also,
Yeah, but we don't
Eh.
care.
and I'm a redhead.
Yeah, so you definitely don't have a soul.
Oh my god, my eye hurt.
Okay, so I'm guessing you're all kind of going back to your apartments, your lives, and getting on with whatever it is you do between your jobs. On the
Yeah.
news, you see that councilman never made the anti-corruption bill vote. He wasn't able to rally support for it, so it never went through.
Yeah.
So that bill has been shouted down.
I send that to the trigger man, and on the bottom of it says sorry.
And
Oh yeah, trigger breaks something.
and Sasha will be able to see, just through like the social media groups that you frequent, that
Yeah, it's
the
failed.
the sentiment for activists is one of furor, and you can see a lot of them are kind of like pushing for more extreme tactics in the future because the diplomatic, the legal route just doesn't seem effectual.
Yep, when the man doesn't listen, blow him up.
Sometime over the next couple of days, Fallon, you're going to get the call from Fox. You're going to see the same, expressionless mask face and the same sort of monotone, androgynous, slightly digital voice coming through on the call. Do you keep forgetting to press the button or what? You need to press it, wait a second, and then speak.
Hello.
That worked.
Yeah, Fallon. So, I have a slightly less high-profile job for you and your crew. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be, dealing with our more privileged clients at the moment.
Can I smooth talk him to like give us like the sort of not the wet jobs or anything?
Yeah, so yeah, I know your crew don't do wet work, so this is something that's cropped up that I think you could handle. It's a very low level kind of job.
Okay.
There's a
what's the creds for this?
I think it would be like regular pay. It's you're doing something for a Somali street gang called the Kartiti.
Okay.
Yeah, the client's a guy named Abod. He's going to meet you down in the southeast district. I'll send you the address just now.
Okay.
Yeah, try not to fuck this one up. I can't see how you could, but just make the effort. Yeah.
Oh, you told me it was just one mess up. I'm not gonna mess up again.
Well, no, there's been a few mess ups, but hey, let's not split hairs over it.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to call I'm gonna just call them all to just come down with me. So okay, we got to speak to like this AWOD guy. So it's a low profile one. We'll get details while we're there. So let's all head now.
Sounds like a plan.
Finally, other work than this.
Yes, the location you're given is like under a freeway, in one of the much lower income areas of the sprawl. This is a place rife with crime and social deprivation.
Wow, places I don't want to be. Why are we here,
Beggars
Fallon?
can't be choosers.
And there's a high percentage of ethnic Somalians living in this area.
Wait,
Yeah,
what was
sure.
that gang called? I'm asking Fallon.
The Kartiti.
Oh, phew. Okay, good.
Yeah, Trigger's decidedly not trying to look inconspicuous since he's basically in his home environment. Now he's Now he's got the tattoos on display, and just full on looking like a badass.
Fallon, are you dressed in a suit and everything? Professional?
I'm all profesh.
Me too. We corporals have to stick together when it comes to dress code.
We own it. So where's AWOD?
Yeah, so when you arrive, there's a group of guys and girls. They're all met. They don't have a lot in terms of cyberware, and the cyberware they have is very obvious and blocky and old. They're all wearing these kind of like green and yellow sarongs and kind of like puffy shoulder outfits. You can tell right away when you get there, a lot of them are like have been treated medically recently or are already look kind of bashed up, bruised. You can see like stitches, and some of them have got like crutches or their arms are in a sling. They look beat up. They look like they've been through it recently. And
Okay, I was going to say we're looking for AWOD.
yeah, you'll get pointed in his direction as soon as you let them know that you're like Fox's people.
Does this look like the aftermath of a recent gang war, or is this like some other kind of...
Yeah, I think you'd be experienced to know that this is like they've been like beaten down recently. I know,
Okay.
although there's quite a lot of them here, this is probably not nearly as many of them as you would normally see hanging around for such a thing.
Yeah.
And the gangs don't usually need to call in runners unless they need the muscle somehow, or the skill set. AWOD himself, kind of like half his head is just exposed metal. And one of his eyes is this kind of blue lens that slightly glows. Other than that, he doesn't look like he's got any augments at all. And he's also wearing sort of the green and yellow pattern stuff. But yeah, so he's sat in a long stretch black car where the door's open. Two guys are kind of like standing outside of it. He's just sat in the car with the door open. And he motions for you all to get clamber inside.
I quickly take Fallon and I shove the other two. I'm like, clean versus dirty.
One of the smiling bouncers just like puts his hand on your shoulder, Tencom, and just like grills at you, like literally makes a grilling sound through his teeth at you, and like holds you to the side to let the street people in first.
Look at Fallon. This bitch does not get his greasy, funky hand off me.
Trigger will stomp past.
Let's be calm about this, and just, you know, we're here for a job. Let's be professional.
It's like, yeah, you're here to work for us, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just get inside into the car. A-Wood sat there.
Hi, Awad. I'm Fallon. How do you do?
He doesn't, like, he turns his head so he's not looking at you, and he turns straight to Trigger. It's like, so, we got a problem with some privileged corpo kids, meched up to the eyebrows, coming in here and fucking up people in our turf. And we need you and your gang to sort them out for us and send them a message.
What sort of message?
He does his best to ignore the fact that you're talking to him, Fallon.
Holy shit.
Well, I don't take to you not giving me eye contact.
I
give me some respect.
I take Fallon's hand. Remember, we have to be professional. And plus, this seems that Trigger show. Just relax.
Okay.
It's like, look, what? He tilts his head to you. He's like, what corp did you crawl out from?
I'm not a corp anymore. I'm an influencer.
Universally, him and the other gangers around him just start laughing. Like, bowling over with laughter. After a minute or so,
let's just get on with this, and, you know, tell us what our job is.
After a minute or so, they manage to compose themselves from laughter, and he puts his hand on his shoulder. He's like, all right, I'm sorry. Yeah, so as you can see, you know, we're not in a condition to fight again, and these kids, these corpos are, you know, they're wearing some of the high grade cyberware, and we just can't keep up, man. We can't match them. They're just coming down here and beating on people for no fucking reason. We just need you to get them out of our turf and send them a message that they can't come back down here and act like that. Now, there's quite a few of them in their little gang, but there's 3 of them that we've identified as ringleaders, and we know that they like hang out at the Atlantis bar up in Matex district.
Trigger's just sort of blinking at the situation, but is like slowly it's clicking in his head what he's being asked to do, and he starts to smile really, really wide.
Yeah. Sasha's like, yeah.
Well, we'll send a message, and then I turn to Trigger and Sasha and I give them this look. A good message, because we want to keep jobs, don't we? And keep contacts. Comprendi?
The message, Fallon, is to kick their asses so they don't come down here again. That's the message we're being paid to send. So yeah, we'll send a message, a very good message, one that'll teach the kids to behave themselves in the future. Won't we, Fallon?
It
It'll
will
be a
be
good
that kind
message.
of message. There's ways and means.
Well, let's ask the client what he would like. How would you prefer this message be sent? Diplomatically or effectively?
I don't care how you do it. I just don't want them coming down here and hassling my people again.
Don't worry, they won't be hassling your people again. I'll make sure of it.
Do
Let's
you have
talk.
no?
Let's talk money. Let's talk money. I'm
Yes.
I'm thinking 4 creds for this.
He raises his one like human eyebrow that he has on his face. And he's like, I can't afford to pay you 4 creds each for a job like this. Fox told me it'd be 2 creds each, and that's what we can afford.
4 creds.
If you give us an extra one, we'll do a really, really good job.
Okay,
Do we know what corpse the kids are from?
yeah, Matex.
Mother.
Oh my god. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do us all a favor. I'm gonna do this shit for free. Give my share to the rest
You
of these
will
fuckers.
not. You will not. You
Wait,
will
hold
not.
on. Wait, hold on.
Your
No,
mouth.
Fallon,
Where-
you don't understand what I'm
No.
saying. I'm saying
No.
give my share to all of you. I don't want to be paid. I'll do it for free. You all can take my share.
I'll take his share.
Where is this? Where are they at again? Located, Mr. Eyebrow Man.
Up in the Matex district. We know
How far is that from? Sorry.
It's like a mile up the road into the Corp district.
Okay.
Okay, Fallon, so you can roll to try and squeeze some more money out of him. So
I'm gonna use the
pheromones.
Pheromones.
Yeah,
yes.
so that'll give you an extra dice.
4.
Okay. Well, if Trigger is doing it for free, he'll give the rest of you 3 creds each.
3 creds each.
Yes, 3.
Okay, so it'll come to 3 creds each, or is he giving us 3 creds each?
You will get 3 creds each for the job if Trigger doesn't take any payment for it. And he
Okay,
says if you can kill their leader, the head of their little gang, he'll throw in another 1 cred each.
That I might take. I'll take the 1 cred if we manage to bring the head back. Sure.
He's a son of a bitch called JKC. He's the son of some high level corporate exec. Yeah, he's the biggest asshole out of all of them.
Oh, this will be fun.
Right, let's get out of here and chat.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yep, so you just get out and leave.
This is the best day ever. This is gonna be fucking therapeutic.
We're not killing anyone. That's just not happening. I'll take the 3 creds or 2 creds or whatever. I'm not killing anyone.
Okay,
Me
you don't
either.
have to.
I'll put
You
you
don't have
on
to,
my
don't you worry.
I'll put you on my influencer page as a killer if you do that.
Please, like I care what anybody thinks of me.
No one dies. We've all got to agree with that. No one dies.
Except for JKC.
No.
We're literally gonna get a bonus if we kill him.
Let's see how bad he is. If he's really bad, then you know, and if he really affects all society, then yeah. But if he doesn't, then we'll just see. We have to just see.
Oh, look, Corpo's suddenly got a conscience.
But only when it's for other corpos, so that's
Indeed.
convenient.
Yeah. I probably work with these fools.
Okay, let's have a plan where
I already have one.
Okay, what's your plan?
Me to talk to them, and if they don't comply, I'm gonna let Trigger have his fun.
That is fair enough, to be fair. That is very fair.
Trigger, would that be okay?
Like, I think don't, like, kill, but, like, scare them. So I think, like, we talk, and then if that doesn't work, I think scare tactic
Well,
has to be in
before we get to
order.
planning, do you want to do the intel gathering stuff? If you want to find out anything about them.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
I do. If they're in my...
Well, JKC, let's just, like, see what this guy is all about.
So, Tencom, do you have someone you're going through, or is this something you're doing on your own?
Okay. So, remember that list of people I showed you? Say 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna roll 1d6. Let's see what happens.
So what's the 1d6?
Oh, 6 people I can pick to.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay. You see who that is?
No, tell me.
It's William. I literally gave you a whole list of people.
Yeah, but I don't have it in front of me.
Check your messages.
So who's William? Tell us who William is.
William is a known drunk, and he's always stealing shit from all his place of work. He's probably there.
And where in the corp does he work? What sort of area, department?
Relations.
Okay, so PR. Okay. So if anyone has to cover up what these guys are doing, he's probably going to be involved in it somehow.
Yep. They give him booze, he covers it up.
Okay, so where do you usually find William at this time of day?
Maybe at that bar. Since, you know,
Okay, so Atlantis is a well-known Metex bar that a lot of the corporals here hang up in.
Exactly.
So who are you going into Atlantis with?
I'm gonna go into Atlantis because I'm gonna scope out the bar. And I'm gonna start chatting.
So the two of you going in?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you just go in and Tencom, you're able to spot William. Does he go by William? Does he go by Willie, Billy, Bill?
You know what? Thank you, though. I'm gonna call him that. Because he probably would.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in and give them some free merch. I see, like, there's, like, some girls there that are, like, dressed to the max, and I'm gonna give them some free merch, and maybe I can get some intel. So
Sure, okay.
So I'm just gonna shuffle to the dance floor.
Yeah, and these girls, they're doing that dance everybody's doing where they just kind of stand in one spot and robotically shift their weight from one foot to another.
Hi there, and would you like some free samples of Grit and Glam? I got the lipstick and the invisible eyeshadow, and I got a load of free samples for you.
Free? Sure.
So I give them some free.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I haven't heard of, what's it called? Grits and Glam?
Grit and Glam.
Grit and Glam.
So, do you know of a guy called JKC?
They all kind of look at each other. They are like extremely cosmetically altered. Their features are like very sex dollish. But yes, they're gonna get each other kind of like side eyes, and they're like, yeah, we might have heard of them.
Yeah, because I just want to do like what's called I do blogs and stuff like that. And I'm an influencer, and I just would like come on my on my show, and can you tell me a bit about them? Like, where can I find them?
Okay, do you want to roll a dice for me? You can have that second one if you
Yeah, sure.
use your pheromones. Okay, so you're definitely going to gain an edge there.
Oh, I got double though. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
but that's higher than your edge dice is higher than your thing, so that's going to go up bound.
Crazy.
Okay,
So
so
that's me up to 2.
yeah, I mean, they spill their guts. They tell you that JKC, he comes in here all the time. He's got a crew that he hangs with. They're all really wealthy. They're all from the high exec tier of the corp, or children of people from high exec tier of the corp. They're going to be high execs, just born into it later on. They come in here, they get really hammered. They've got all the girls and guys that they want. They just run the place.
What about like people, other names? What are other names?
Oh, he always comes in. His best friends are Augustus Verdugo, whose family are all space colonist execs. They own all like the zero G substations floating around the Earth and the Moon. And they are just like, he's known as being like a bit crazy because they're all from space. So those people aren't right in the head. The lack of gravity does something to them. So he's always like knocking over tables, getting really rambunctious and pushing people around and just like showing off that way quite violently, aggressively. And he is like really cybered up, and his whole body is just like jacked with augments. And then they've got their girl, Anastasia Wachowski. And her family are really big onto like rare metal industry. So they're like all from the sort of Russian territories. And she's just like, she's a real cold-hearted bitch. That's her reputation.
All right.
So while you're doing that, Tencom, you approach Billy, who's like sat at the bar. He's alone at this point, and he's got like a rack of empty drinks in front of him.
Hey, Willie.
Who? Oh, is that you, Joyce?
Yep.
The fuck? You're not usually down here at this time.
No, I'm not. I'm actually looking for someone.
Oh, who's that then?
I'm looking for another member of our humble bumble workforce. Name of... He actually started a gang, and I forgot the name. Out of character.
JKC.
JKC.
Oh, Jeremiah's boy. Yeah, that little punk will be in later on, no doubt. Just about the time I'm going to leave, to be honest with you.
Why? Something wrong?
Yeah, I could tell you a story or two, honestly. It gives me plenty of work, that's for sure.
Do we have a place where they sit down a lot at? Like, a place
Yeah,
that they, like,
yeah, there's going to
always-
be like a VIP booth section that they commandeer.
Can you point it to me?
It's like, it's right over there, you can see them setting up just now. And there's this like curtained off section in the corner of the club. Oh, they get up to all sorts of shit they are, but it's the shit they do afterwards at the weekends that really gets me going.
Alright. And I call Triggerman for a minute.
Yeah.
Alright, Willie, so I'll see you later. And I walk away from him.
He's about to say something else, and
I
like,
was
you've got
gonna
it.
say I messaged the details like of the people and like the photos of them and the name of the people that in the companies they work for, and that there's like a VIP booth and stuff at Atlantis Bar. So
Yeah, I go to the booth. By the way, Triggerman, you're seeing all this. That's why I called you.
Sure.
see if you get any ideas of what to do.
Sure. So you get up to the booth, and just as you're approaching it, this woman steps out, very athletic looking, short brown hair. She steps out from behind the curtain, puts a hand up, says, "I can't let you back here, madam. It's not open till later on tonight."
Oh, okay. I'm just looking, just watching, just looking. I need to talk to the head honcho that's gonna be here.
What kind of level ranking are you in the corp?
We never talked about that, did we?
So you're sort of mid-tier, I think you said before.
Yeah. I mean, I'm around, I'm mostly in the tech, but...
Yeah, you're not like exec class, you're not high up there. So you can
Yeah.
tell she's running like a quick scan over you, and, to tell if you're someone that should even kind of be here. And
I am.
And she's like,
Hold on.
she's like to Tencom, I don't think someone like you should really be, expecting to get back here anytime soon. Perhaps you'd be happier, over that end of the club.
He's here.
1 second.
He's here with me. He's here with me.
Well, Tencom's a female
Family.
to begin with.
And she's here with me.
It's alright, she can call me daddy.
Too much.
I thought you weren't working for the corp anymore.
Yeah, but I'm the influencer. I like to see what's the trends. You know me. Come on,
if you
girl.
don't actually work for the corp anymore, she's definitely not gonna let you in
Well,
with the scan.
I just said that I didn't work for the corp. I did work for the corp, so. She floats.
I mean, you can't just change your backstory when it suits you.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Right. Well, she doesn't work for the corp anymore.
Yeah.
But she's an influencer, so is that not? She's got.
I mean, you can
millions
try and
viewers
play on
stuff.
that if you want to. If you want to roll the dice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Your
like
epic fail.
yeah, and she's like, I don't care what fucking live stream you're putting out on, honey. There's a million of them these days. Come back when you've got some creds.
Okay, we'll be going then.
Yeah, I think you two would be more comfortable somewhere else.
By the way, can I see, how much can I see while she's right there? I mean, inside.
Just between like the peak of the curtain kind of thing.
Yes.
You can see that it's got its own bar back there. There's its own staff. It's got several tables and like a little.
Oh, I'm taking
platform.
screenshots quickly. I go, oh, okay, we're done.
Right. I have a plan. Let's get out of here for a second. I've got a plan for everyone. Okay. This doesn't need to go down in a violent way. This can go down in a money-making way. You guys like money, don't you? So, come on, let's do it a money way. This is when I need Sasha and Tencom. So basically, what I'm thinking is we send a message, and that we're basically like robbing them if they don't stay away from that crew, and we just keep siphoning money from them.
From the club?
From the club, from these people have different companies and stuff like that. We can just hack into their finances and get some money from them.
You want to hack Miltech?
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean,
You want to hack the place I work to get money?
Well, why don't not that? Well, look, one of them was like the Moon company, so that's not That's not Maytech, is it?
Yeah, it's all Matex. It's all the
Is it
same
all
Megacorp.
Maytech?
Yeah, it's the different subdivisions.
What about the not the company, just the corps, the corpos, like their family, just like siphon money from the family?
Okay, I can deal with that, but yeah.
I'm saying siphon money from the family.
So you want to extort them? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Because that's sending a message, and then we get some creds as well. Who's up for that?
I mean,
Trick.
I'm up for some shenanigans with corpo families.
Sure, why not?
We get creds, and then and then nobody gets hurt. It just like they get hurt by their money.
So I mean, you're saying extort them, steal from them, and then what? Hold that over them, or are you threatening them and then taking the money off them?
What I was going to say is like we send the message that like what's called, if they don't stay away from that turf, every time we'll just be taking X amount of creds away from them.
Okay, so you mean like steal from them and then say, if you guys do this again, we're going to steal from you again?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Just so I can
We'd
understand.
have to steal a lot for that to really mean anything. It's a corp. You're messing with a corpo, then that's just a drop in the water. Especially if they're running off of daddy's money and just picking fights with a gang just for fun, which is what they're actually going to do. They're not going to really respond too well to anything other than violence.
Yeah, we just take their, what is it, like the posh people get the sort of, they get that sort of allowance thing, don't
Trust
they?
fund.
They get that, the trust fund. We head for the trust fund.
Which is undoubtedly going to be very high security already.
Yeah, but we have an amazing Sasha, and we have 10 Comsticks, and I'm sure they have connections as well that we can, that can help us.
Now I'm popular all of a sudden.
Yeah, funny how that works.
I seem to remember somebody wanting to just chuck me out of a car.
No.
How's about this, Fallon? We do the job, we get paid, and then we find other work.
And this is coming out of a like an active corpo. I don't see a problem with Triggerman's idea.
Let's just kick their ass, break some bones, tear JKC's head from his shoulders, and deliver it to the gang boss that's going to be paying you guys most of the money. Violence is the only message these kids are going to learn.
I gotta agree.
Sorry, Fallon.
Sasha's great and all, but she's already been shouldering a lot of risk, and going after a corporate trust fund is going to just fuck us all over.
Okay, right. Why? How about like one of them's like really cold-hearted. Her name's Anastasia. I think we should get rid of her then, because she's really cold-hearted.
The job was to hit all three of their leaderships and bring back JKC's head. That's the job.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So we're gonna visit all three of them and then pay a special visit to JKC.
Look, if I had the skills to bust into some rich corpo's accounts, I would be rich by now.
Yeah, you wouldn't be doing this job.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, let's just let's go for the weaker one first, the Augustus guy, and then work our way up to the JKC guy.
Which part of his description made you think he was weaker? The part that he was a little jacked up with cyberware, or the fact that he was extremely violent?
Oh, so he was the violent one, wasn't he? He was a
To be fair.
bit neurotic, wasn't he? No, let's just go for JKC and just like that's just get a message. That's sending a message. So
Yes, let's send a message by going after the strongest one and then working our way down. If we attack the weak ones first, that makes us look a little too weak and opportunistic. If we're choosing specifically to go after the heavy hitters first and then make our way down the food chain, that's going to make us look like apex predators.
Yeah.
So,
okay, are you able, Sasha, to you know, with phones, can you do something
Yes.
like that can get them outside and, you know, meet
Yes.
in a area that we can then ambush?
Yes.
Okay, well let's do that.
So, if that's the plan, that sounds like deception is the plan. Because you're going to lure them out.
Yeah.
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 yeah, lure them out one by one and just,
Okay, so
fuck them up.
yeah, in that case, I need to know the sort of main method of deception. Is it like a trick call or what?
It's going to be a trick message, like a fake message. So it's like his father's message, but it's not his father. It's obviously us that have
Threatening to
messaged.
cut him off.
Yeah, and to meet him somewhere, you know.
I mean, if Sasha could pull it off, sure.
Oh, I can definitely rig up a fake voicemail or a fake text.
Okay, and what loadouts are you packing then?
Going heavy.
Medium.
Me too, medium rare.
I'm going light.
Sorry, standard.
Seems to be what you usually go as anyway. Okay. Okay, so I guess Sasha, you're going to be making the call because you're going to have to find his number or one of their numbers, contact them, spoof it, fake it somehow, and then pull them out.
Well,
Yeah.
I got the number from those girls. Remember, I got the 6, so I got the number from the girls.
Sure.
So I just give the number.
Okay, yeah, so we have the number. What piece of equipment might you have, Sasha, to give you like an advantage when you're making this deception?
I have an AI voice generator.
Like a deep fake kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay, so that's illegal, so you'll take a heat for taking
Yeah.
it and mark off on your loadout for that. That'll probably give you a
Yep.
pretty big advantage, so do you want to roll 2 dice and we'll just see how far along with the deception we get before things start to go awry. Okay, it's going to put you in a good position. Yeah, so you're going to make the call. Which one of the three are you calling first? Or are you going to get all three at the same time?
The big boy.
Augustus? That crazy one.
Who do we want to go for first, guys?
I mean, might as well start with
JKC
the
or-
top dog. Actually, let's go with the next one down from
Augustus.
JKC.
Augustus.
He's like the muscle, right?
He's the crazy one. He's the extremely kind of violent one.
Oh, this will be perfect.
So he might be easy to trigger.
I mean, he's kind of reputation for being the crazy one, the short-tempered one. Anastasia is really cold and kind of vicious that way, especially towards people who are like poorer or lower class than her. And JK is just like a sadist.
So could we possibly leave a message from quote unquote JKC to Augustus?
With your
Like,
success 6, yes, you can certainly make that the case. And you can tell me, the environment that you're luring them into.
Yeah, where do we want to bring him?
Well, it's got to be something that's secluded, but not so sketchy that he's not gonna think it's real. It's gotta be someplace.
What about like under like a garage or something like that?
Under what?
Is there not like a sort of like car park area or something?
Like an underground car park, do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we gonna tell him to get him there?
Do we know if Augustus is a drug user at all?
I don't think that. I mean, you'll know that he needs to take stabilizers for his wares at some point. But I mean, you have managed to successfully kind of impersonate JK, I think you said anyway.
Yeah.
Just to tell him to meet him. So he's just like, yeah, sure, I'll be there.
It'll be one of those vague "we need to talk" kind of messages.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna rock up. He's gonna be in a silver limousine or something similar that would pass for that in this point in the future. He's got his driver. He's in the back. He's going to be wearing like business suit, executive attire. It's going to be sort of a pale grey. But underneath his body is just like bursting through this thing. It's tailored so it doesn't burst right through, but his whole body is just like bulging with augments. You know, he's got the muscles obviously. He's got like skin augmentations. You can hear like pistons when he's walking. He's like a walking tank.
Oh shit, okay.
His head's all shaved. I mean, it's very it's like the highest kind of tier of augments you can get. So it's not like obviously bits of chrome sticking out of him and things like that. But you know, it's just the power is just like reeking off of him when he's moving.
Okay, is there anything you guys can do to like stop his power? Like, if you got any sort of equipment that you can just like zap him with or something?
Would that be? That would be 10 comms department, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe a device of some kind that, like an EMP type device or something.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm sure you must have a device that'll temporarily disable cyber enhancements if you can get close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, the EMP grenade.
There you go.
Okay, I mean, such a thing as I think is not readily available. So I think we would do a flashback to where you actually get that from the N10com. So do you have another contact or someone in the streets you know you can hit up to get hold of a very illegal item like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the list. His name is Brad.
Bradley.
So is this another corporal person?
Yes. Hold on. I'm just going to show you his description to show you how. That's Brad.
Okay, so actually cyber psycho. He is
Damn, just
chromed
tell
up.
everybody. Jeez.
Yeah, but I need to so we know what's happening.
But it's funnier than not to act like it. Called roleplay.
Yeah, but it's just you that's going to meet him for this meet, isn't it, to get this item? So, is he in like a weapons or military department or something like that then, that he's got access to something like this?
Yeah, he does have that. Yes. Gonna say yes.
Sure, and explains why he's all cybered up, because that's military division, security division.
He acts like it.
Oh, just acts like it, but he doesn't? Okay.
Because we're like, dude, you don't have no chrome. Why do you act like a psycho? Because! And it's like, okay.
Yeah, so he's like a quartermaster type kind of roll then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go down to the requisitions room where he is. And he's sitting there, and as you enter the room, you can hear him like shouting at the poor young guy that's there as like an intern or something. And he's like yelling at him, and you can hear something getting thrown across the room and clattering off the wall. And as you step into the requisitions chamber, this young guy is like got his heads over his hand, he's like running out the room past you, squealing and like fright. And you step in the room, and Brad is sat there. He's thinning red hair all around the edge of his head. And he's like mulling the big hairy knuckles that he's got.
Hey, Brad.
Oh, hey Joyce, he says, kind of like you're paying too much attention. He picks up his vape and just does a big massive vape and blows it out. And it's all this kind of translucent, slightly blue tinged smoke in the air. What brings you down here?
I need something that deactivates cybernetics. Some kind of EMP thingy.
Goddamn fucking horse son of a bitch! And he smashes the screen beside him with his bare fist.
That too much?
Sorry. I dropped my sandwich.
I can always buy you another one, a better one.
And he looks up at you with these glaring red eyes. What makes you think I need another one? And he picks up off the ground and just shoves it in his face and like stares at you intently as he chews it.
Oh my god, you're crazy and you're adorable. But yes, I need EMP stuff, things.
So, you know I can't give you an EMP. What the fuck do you need that for?
I need it for research. I'll buy you all the sandwiches you need.
Research, You want to roll a dice for me?
What do you want to... What?
Do you want to roll one dice for me as you're trying to talk him into giving you this?
4.
What kind of sandwiches are we talking?
I just noticed you like wheat. I can give you like all the wheat you want. And
Like real wheat? Not that GM crap?
yes, real wheat.
Oh, now you're talking, okay. You make a
Yes,
mental
real-
note that you're going to have to somehow secure genuine wheat, organic,
Yes.
from somewhere,
Yes.
which is not grown anywhere really, but yeah.
I'm still tripping about the sandwich part. That's so great.
Yes, so he does a deal. You're going to owe him some genuine organic foods for sandwiches at some point in the near future, which is going to be a job in itself.
Yep.
Okay, but you managed to procure this thing, so you're going to take 1 heat, because it is a highly illegal item. And it'll take off 1 slot of your loadout, but you have an EMP.
Behold, children. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so we have this guy in the underground car park. He's exiting his... he's probably just wound down the window of his limo. And you can see him talking to his wrist. He's like, JK, I'm down here in the car park. Where are you, bro?
Now's the time to use that EMP.
I go, whoop! And I use it.
They are all like so back behind, like so far away from this.
I was going to say, because it's going to affect everyone with cyberware.
Yeah, so we're like so way back. Like way back.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you have 2 dice to roll for me, 10 comm. Let's see how successful this is.
Don't fuck it up.
4 and 5.
Okay, so I'll give you a choice. It's going to go off just as you want it to. Either he's got some shielding on his cyberware where it's not wholly effective, or you get a little bit of blowback for it and it temporarily shuts down your cyberware.
I'm fine with it shutting my cyberware off because I barely use cyberware at times.
Sure. So because you're having it through, you have to get in close enough. And when you hurl it and it goes off, you can feel this kind of like uncomfortable static fizzing where your cyber is located in your body. And it just kind of like depowers and scrambles and shuts down. And the nanites inside it are kind of like scrabbling around confused. So you can see he's like sitting inside the car and he's like leaned up on his elbow at the window, talking into his wrist, and his whole arm just kind of flops down to the side. And you can see a slight look of panic in his face.
Gonna have my happy little self sprint up to his car and open the door and just kind of yank him out onto the floor.
I can literally see a green man just skipping happily with a gun in his hand. All right.
Oh no, not a gun. Why would I use something so quick as that?
Oh,
I don't think that we should kill him.
Says
And
Fallon.
we don't hear you.
Says Fallon as Trigger opens the door, grabs the guy by the scruff of the neck, and pulls him out of the car with effort, realizing how heavy he really is.
Yeah, it's a good thing. So I gotta act fast. So I'm going to quickly go, hey, buddy. He's still conscious, right? He's like looking at me, right?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, all right, so, some friends from the, what was the gang's name again?
Caterta.
Caterta, yeah. So, some of your old friends from the Caterta say hi. And then I'm going to pull out my two-hand melee weapon. Which is going to basically be a, if you don't know what a kanabo is, it's basically this really heavy baseball bat-looking club with spikes all over it, and I'm going to proceed to try to cave in his skull.
Okay. Do you want to use your cyber with this roll?
Yeah, I'll pump a...
Okay, so you're going to get an extra dice because you've got an advantage because he's disabled anyway, plus your skill, plus 1 for having the bat. And then if you want to add a 4th dice using your cyber, you can do that.
I'll actually... I feel like I'll let the bat do most of the work, so I won't really need to use my muscles as much, but yeah. So no cyber on this one.
Sure, yeah. You cave in his skull. Of course, a lot of it's like very augmented, and it takes you a couple of blows to really make any kind of dent in it. But a dent in his head, you do make. And as you're doing that, he like reaches. You can see the driver in the car, just like opening the door and drawing a weapon.
Oh shit! I completely forgot he had a driver.
Yeah, so the door just kind of clicks open, and that kind of motion of stepping out and drawing from the holster as he does so. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna shoot him. With my roided up gun. Roided up taser gun.
Yeah, cyberware one? Sure. Okay, so that's just a cyber dice I think you get for that.
Technically all it is a roided up,
Yeah, it's the cyber, so it's the cyberware dice you've got. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Okay, so you're gonna get edge for that, but yes, you just as the driver like comes out of the door, you raise your arm, the little. Wait, no, you can't do that because your cyberware is deactivated.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Well, it can't shoot normally. I mean.
No, because it's cyberware.
Yeah, and the EMP got you too.
So maybe you lift up your arm and then you're like, oh shit. So Fallon and Sasha, what do you want to do? You press the button.
I won't have any kind of weapon.
I mean, you could have.
Oh yeah, she would have brought something in this case. I'll let Fallon sort hers out.
There you go, Fallon.
Rook will spare your life. It's not you that we're after.
God, and I'm TinCom 6. Jesus
So you want
Christ.
to step out from the shadows and say this to the driver as he's stepping out the gun and pulling it, stepping out the car and pulling out the gun.
No. I'm gonna stand back from this one.
You're gonna watch
Tell
that?
that figure.
You're not gonna do anything.
Nope.
Okay. Sasha, do you want to do anything?
Nope. I'm gonna hide.
I'm gonna hide.
So trigger. Do you want to duck out of the way? Use something to shield yourself? Take in the nose? What?
Yeah, I'll try to duck out of the way. I'll use my reflexes for this one.
Okay, and you get dice for combat skill, obviously.
So that's just 3 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's hoping no more edge.
That's an edge.
Well, shit.
Okay, can I throw my invisible eyeshadow to
What's that gonna
Triggerman?
What's that gonna do?
I told you what it does. It makes him invisible. Temporary invisibility.
That is going to
It's
definitely.
only for 5 minutes.
Is definitely going to require
It's
a
kind of
flashback.
too late.
That's also like a magic spell you're basically trying to do.
That's only for like 5 minutes.
Okay, hang on. He's going to take an edge, and he's going to avoid that shot. Trigger, you avoid it. The shot goes off, and the car alarm like starts going off when the gun is fired.
Okay.
Right, Fallon. So
Natural
you're
good.
saying your makeup thing is like a pheromone. What?
Yes. So it's a pheromone thing where what's called the other person, other people just don't see the other person because it's just like the smells of the eyeshadow, seep in, so they think that the person's invisible. The person's not really invisible.
That sounds very specific. So, I will let you do a flashback where you went back and. So, where did you get this magical item from?
She had it when she made an ad about it.
I made that ad about it.
Okay, so when did you speak to the person in the company that gave you the sample for it?
And this was back a year ago.
Okay, and is this some like military project that never got off the ground because it was too impractical?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and they made it into a cosmetic thing?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to say you have 1 dice to roll.
I've got 1 dice to roll.
Yes,
Okay.
because it seems extremely unlikely that this would all happen.
I'm just throwing this. I'm like in the.
Yes,
like,
but I'm saying
hiding
it's
and throwing this-
extremely unlikely
okay.
that you'd have this in the first place, which is why
Right,
you're rolling 1
okay,
dice.
okay.
Yes, this person told you that's what this does, and you never tested it, and you've never had any reason to believe that it wouldn't do that.
Uh-oh.
So
It's
at this
time-
point, you step out from the shadows and just throw it over to Trigger.
Yeah.
And are you telling Trigger does he need to put it on, or is it just something that he can throw to the ground, or what?
He can just like open it.
Okay, so you're going to throw this over to him, and what do you say to him?
I'm just like, put it on.
So you dive out of the way, Trigger, and then Fallon from across the car park throws you this little makeup and tells you to put it on.
Okay. Sure. I'll try to quickly open it up and smear some of this shit on my face, I guess.
Would it not still have the toxins for somebody to like be a bit dizzy, the other person?
Oh, I mean, with your rule, I'm going to say that Trigger feels a little intoxicated and dizzy when he puts it on.
Ah, fuck's sakes.
Because of whatever chemicals are in this thing, this military project that was abandoned.
It's the game!
Great, she's drugged me.
Wonderful. Now we have a drunk
The car alarm's going off, and you can see the car park corporate security staff, or one of them at least, stepping out from his little security box and looking over to see what's happening. So what would you guys like to do?
This is all militech, right?
Right? Does anyone have like a drone, Sasha? Do you have a drone that you can just like?
I don't have any.
You can pull a drone out with slots. It's just like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
each function and size that the drone has increases how many slots it takes up. But remember, you've got 2 more guys to take out after this as well.
Yeah, and now I'm like, if I take 1 more point of edge, I'm done.
What happened to all those drugs you had?
He never took stabilizers.
Great.
Yeah. But hey, I cleared my heat, so that's good.
Oh, that's right. You were more focused on heat than... Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so alarm's going off.
Have we tried with the who's gonna get what's called I'll try with the what's it called what's that called? What did I say again 2 seconds ago?
No idea.
The drone.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay, so what...
But Sasha has come in with me as well with her drones. So we have 2 drones that are coming at her.
Oh my god.
So if one fails, then one's there. So...
Oh jeez, now she's controlling everybody else's equipment.
Yeah, you can't tell Sasha what to do. Sasha can do what she wants to do.
I only have I've got 4 more slots. Yeah, I'll throw a drone in there.
Okay, look at drones quickly. So micro drones, which are no bigger than your thumbnail. Mini drones, which are sort of palm sized, I think.
How effective are they?
Well, for each function the drone can do, it takes up 1 slot.
Okay. I'll use the slot for that then. So
Well, you can have a mini drone, and it will have 2 functions actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mini drones.
Okay, so which 2 functions do you want to have?
What are the best functions?
It can have like a sensor array. It can have a weapon. It can have like a skill or a task it can perform.
I'd like it to perform a task. A skill and a task. As in, can it put people to sleep?
You could give it like a injector drug, yeah. That'd be like 2 functions though, because you got 1 for the drug and 1 for the actual injection thing.
Okay, so is that 2 loadout?
Oh, actually, never mind. Yes, 1 loadout, and you can have a tranquilizer gun. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so is it like a hover drone? I take it.
Yeah.
So that'll give
you. The dice.
I'll give you 1 dice because this is 1 dice for the drone. Who are you going for? Are you going for the guy on the ground, or are you going for the guard coming, or are you going for the driver?
Going for the what's the guy, what's the best one to go for, guys?
Well, the guard's closest to me, but the other security guys coming should, we got to get out of here now since we've already hit this guy.
Okay, security guy.
So the one that's approaching, not the driver with the gun.
Yeah.
Okay, so the security guard hears the alarm, looks to see what's happening, starts to walk over towards this area. Your little hover drone zips up, zooms over to him and goes pew! Hits him with tranquilized dart. He falls to the ground.
Okay. Sasha, can you go for the other guy, and then we can get out of here? We'll take their car.
I'll do the same for the other guy. So 2 loadout spots?
1 loadout spot. If it's just like a 1 functionality thing. Well, I mean, if it's a mini drone, it can have 2 functionalities for 1 slot. It's just it's not disguised or hidden. It's,
Yeah.
I think somebody can hear or see. And you want to go for the driver, sorry?
Yeah, same thing, but on the to the driver.
Okay, do you have... It's going to be 1 dice for the drone. I don't think you have any cyberware that would help you, do you?
No, I've got security or neuro.
Neuro would help, because that's like quicker processing, if you want to use that dice.
I'll use the neural implant then.
Okay, so 2 dice. Okay, so you'll take an edge if your edge is lower than 4. Yes. So your drone goes up, up behind the driver. I imagine the driver turns around, tries to bring his pistol up to shoot the drone, and then he just gets a little tranquilizer dart with a little red bit on the end of it stuck into his neck. He falls to the ground. When he hits the ground, his gun lets off a shot. You hear the bullet ricochet around, and it goes somewhere, but we don't know where.
Okay. Well, let's as you got keys in the car and stuff, does it look as if we can get,
The engine for the car is still running, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's still get in. Let's do this.
I'll be right back. I'm still listening though.
So are we all in the car? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Right.
You in the car,
So-
Trigger?
Sure.
Okay, you all jump into the limousine. And who's driving?
Probably not Trigger.
I'm calling up Fallon.
Probably not Tencom.
Just
Hey!
That's just driving. Oh, she isn't here. She's driving.
You can't tell her she's driving when she didn't get a say in
Well,
it.
then again, no, I'm driving because,
Okay.
I'm more hands-on.
Okay, do you have a cyberware to help you with the driving?
Do you want to give me edge? No.
Okay, so that's 1 dice for you to roll.
I mean, unless neural would help, but
Euro would help, yes, if you wanted to use it.
no, because I'm scared of you. No.
Why are you scared of using your stuff? That's what you're meant to use them.
I'll drive. I have eyes and neural.
You know what? Go. You do it.
And surely eyes and neural.
That's what I had too.
Yeah, you can combine those and
Well,
use
then
all
you
of it.
fucking drive.
No, it's hilarious because we had like the same set point when it comes to that. But yeah, you have eyes though. I took my eyes out, so you go.
I would say that Tencom has a control rig now, so she could actually drive the vehicle kind of remotely with her mind, using the
Oh my god.
using the cyberware if you wish to.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Don't be
it.
a pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't even.
Still 2 dice anyway.
It's me. I saved you. Me and Sasha saved you.
Made him drunk.
Drag
But
me
anyway,
into this.
I ain't in there. But yeah. Anyway. Okay. So one die since I only have
1 die for your cyber, yes. If you're just using that 1 cyber.
2.
Yes. You jump in. You all pile into the car. You don't even need to be in the front seat to drive at Tencom, and you signal the vehicle to take off top speed, and you hear the engine rev up and the wheels turn, and then you all feel the back of the limousine being lifted up at an angle
shit.
and beginning and doesn't go anywhere because the front wheels are just spinning and the back wheels are just spinning into air. And you look through the back window and you just see the dented skull of Augustus grinning manically as he lifts the vehicle up over his shoulders and then pushes it and flips it 180 degrees so it crashes onto its roof with you all inside.
Great.
Everybody take a harm.
Am I currently in the moment, or am I somewhere off in dreamland right now?
I mean, taking the harm probably kind of snaps you back to reality somewhat.
Okay, fair enough. At least for now.
You can hear Augustus outside the car say, "Oh, you puny son of a bitches! You're not getting away that easily."
Can Sasha take the wheel?
I mean, the car's upside down.
She able to just like turn it around?
It's on its roof.
Yeah, but for Noodle, could she just like the car automatically?
It's not
You
magic.
don't drive, do you? It's kind of hard to drive when a car's upside down.
Do you even physics?
Cyberpunk. It could be like the technology could be there.
For it to flip.
Could be, but probably not.
I don't think they thought to fit the limousine with like a flipjack on the roof.
Although they probably should, but yeah, probably not. Especially if it's a really nice limo, I really don't think they'd count on the limo
American
ever
Motors
being flipped over.
Turtle.
Okay, so you guys are inside. You took some harm from getting flipped over. You still have your drones flying about inside the car park. And the rest of you inside, so what do you just want to do with this big British guy outside?
Trigger, shoot him! Shoot him!
Yeah, fuck it. I'll try to scramble my happy ass out of the overturned car and try to bash him some more.
One for your weapon, one for your skill, and it's up to you if you want to gamble using cyber.
Oh gosh, yeah, probably not. Actually, is it possible I could take a drug before I?
You could also do that
or...
for another dice, yes.
Okay, in that case, I will take a hit of some Ripper. So once again, just going on combat stims. And what was the dice pool for that again? Sorry.
That'll give you 3 dice.
I.
Yeah, you're going to be like in the moment, hyped up, feeling really strong from the drugs. Are you just like rolling out of the limo? Are you busting, kicking the door open and charging out? What?
Yeah, if I can, I'll probably like try to roll out of the car and then just leap up and try to bonk him upside the head again.
Yeah, I mean, he's standing there flexing, feeling pretty good about himself and being kind of intimidating. You roll out and then just leap into the air and bring this massive spiked bat down on his head again. Denting it. Imagine one of the spikes actually like sticks into it, so your club is like stuck in his skull. And so he kind of like wobbles for a second.
Oh god, he's still up. Jesus Christ.
I told you, it's like, he's maxed Alfred.
Yeah, no kidding.
Can we do the sleep tranquilizer again?
You certainly can try 1 dice.
Okay. Epic fail.
Oh fuck.
I'll give you a choice here, Fallon. You can either shoot Triggerman with the tranquilizer, or your drone gets destroyed.
Drone gets destroyed.
Okay, so your drone turns around to retarget and pick out this big massive brute at the far end of the car park, and then something frazzles your drone, something out of camera, and it just falls to the ground. You can all hear shouts of "Security! Everyone drop to the ground now!"
Sasha, it's up to you.
Wait, are we all still in the car?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah. We need you to do I did the drone. We need you to do the drone again to him.
Or anything else you want to Sasha being a hacker.
Yeah, pretty much.
So who's around? Who's coming at us? How many are we talking here?
We're talking about like a Mega Man that's coming at us.
Oh, the
Mega
big.
Man.
Okay, the big guy.
The big guy's outside, he's got a spike in his head, and You know the driver's down, you know the security guard's down, but there must be more security guards there that are yelling now.
But we want the Mega Man so that we can all leave.
Right. Well, I've already got the drone. Well, it's a one-time use thing. I've still got plenty of slots.
Oh no, we used the drone.
Yeah, you can use the drone again. It's got
Yeah.
2 functions, so you could use that or
Okay. Right. Yeah, I'll go for the drone again.
do you want?
Because she's not keen on killing people.
Okay, and you're going for the big guy. Okay.
doofus guy. Yeah.
Augustus. Okay, so you have a 1 dice and then a second if you want to use your cyber.
I've got my neural and my eyes.
Yeah, so your neural would certainly work.
Right, so I'll roll with that.
So it's 2. Okay, you won't take edge because your regular dice aced it. Yes, the tranquilizer dart strikes a patch of soft skin that you're able to triangulate with your fast mental processing. Maybe it's like a soft patch on his spine somewhere. And he almost instantaneously kind of gurgles and his eyes roll back in his head. You can see Trigger. And he just kind of like falls into your arms towards you.
Mhm.
He's not dead, but he's unconscious.
Okay, let's get out of here.
As you turn around, Trigger, you can see there's like 3 or 4 security guys in their neat little green uniforms, sort of getting in position and putting down like barrier shields in front of them.
Okay. How far away are they compared to me and Mr.
Well, I mean,
Augustus here?
you've been in an underground car park. Imagine you're on like one side of it and they're on like the other side and you're on the same level. Because they've came in from the security park.
Can we
So
just
they're,
like leave from that way then? Just keep going?
So they're a fair distance away from me, yeah?
Yeah, there's quite a few meters. They're about like 10 meters or so away from you.
Okay. So I'll just I'm just gonna try to take a moment to retrieve my bat and try to smash up one of his legs at least, and then just dive into the car and just leave him.
The car that's on
On
its
its-
roof.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Yeah, fuck.
Are we able to like all like the
No.
3 of us push it together?
Somebody, so your I would say your options are try and flip this car, quickly steal a car, or
I can jack a car for sure.
or you can
Yeah,
use some of
that
your
sounds
or
good.
you can use some of your loadout to have a vehicle on standby.
Oh, we have a car because we came with a car.
Well, nobody's declared a vehicle as part of the loadout, so you don't
Yeah.
actually have a vehicle yet.
Oh,
You would
right.
have if we had Goose.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's
But you can
take
steal
the
one,
car.
and
Yeah.
you could hack it with Sasha,
Yeah.
or you could break into it with Tencom. Those 2 are the most skilled for it. Oh, I mean, Tencom's got the control rig now. You could try and just kind of like mind control one.
Alright, let's do it. Again.
So you get a dice for your skill, and then a second dice for the cyber. Sure. Is there any? Well, you're not going to get picked what type of car you get. There's like a family car that's sitting there at the side, and it's the easiest one for you to just kind of like mind hack into. And you signal for it to start up, and it starts up. The lights turn on, the windows roll down, so it's obvious to you all which car it is.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is you're going to have to drive it out here through those guards.
Alright, no. Oh wait, they're the ones that checks the cars and all that?
Yeah, they're setting up kind of like shield barricade things in front of them as they get information across from you, and they're blocking the exit.
Crap. And that's the only way out?
Yes. Well, I mean, you could run out on foot, but if you're taking a vehicle, this is the only way out.
Alright, we're going through. Black licorice, here we go.
So I'm assuming everyone just like piles into this vehicle and use takeoff, and it's another dice roll.
What?
Another dice roll. From the magical tank up. Okay, so maybe this car's got bull bars or something on the front of it, and you manage to rev it up, top speed, high torque electric vehicle. It takes off and just smashes into the little flimsy makeshift barricade they set up, sending them flying. One of them probably like rolls over the bonnet and over the windscreen as you tear through them onto the street and take off, leaving the KO'd Augustus behind.
Right, we're gonna have to like really roll because like JKC is gonna see this really soon, so
Yeah, that's fine. He won't have to worry about it soon.
It's one down, two go. Where are you going?
JKC is probably the best one.
You calling him up? You're going to catch him in a club? What's the plan?
At the club?
We're gonna tell him to go outside of the club, like round, and just say that it's what's called Augustus.
Okay, who's calling him?
I had to drive. Willie.
Okay, I'm just going to say Fallon's calling him. So Fallon, are you trying to impersonate Augustus? Or are you just telling the guy to get out here?
I'm just gonna say using Tencom's phone, I'm just gonna say something.
Why?
Vlogs.
No, it's going to be your phone.
Something. No,
Did you
it's
just
not
grab my
phone.
head? Oh no, you're
Just grab-
not. Because I don't have a phone. I have a headphone.
You could use one of your loadout to have a burner phone if you want.
Right, I'll use the loadout for a burner phone. And I'm gonna use a sensor, one of those just like, like not my real voice. Like there
Voice
are-
modulator.
Yeah. Which one of them should be doing, but hey, like, I'm just the person.
Okay, voice modulator, and you're saying what to him?
This. You better get out of here.
Who the fuck is this? How'd you get my number?
If you want Augustus to be okay, you better get out of here now.
Augustus, what that fraghead fucking space junkie do now?
Well, come outside and you'll see.
Who the fuck is this?
It's a friend.
Friends.
Rolled 2 dice for me, Fallon. Two dice, you got 2 dice.
I rolled 1 dice.
Yeah, but you get 2.
How do I get 2? I don't want to use an edge.
You get 1 for your skill, and you get 1 for your voice modulator.
Okay, that doesn't use an edge, does it?
It does not, no. Only the cyberware does. Okay, so 5's good enough. Yeah, you can hear him turning to someone before he hangs up the call, and he's like, something about Augustus outside, we better check it out. So I assume you guys are in the car outside the club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
So you
Am I still feeling the effects of Ripper, or am I off in dreamland?
I think it's going to wear off you quite quick.
Okay,
I tell you what, roll 1 dice for me.
fair enough.
Okay, but if that's higher than your addiction's going to go up.
Oh yeah, that's
'Cause you-
definitely higher.
Let's just say like you took a big dose that's lasted longer, but that's bumped up your addiction.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so this tall woman in a long red coat and kind of black catsuit underneath, short blonde hair that's tied up in a tight bun. She steps out. She's got sort of blue square-looking shades.
That's Anastasia.
And then immediately behind her is this very dark-skinned, sort of Hispanic-looking guy. Very neat sort of black facial hair, muscular toned body, and he's wearing a very dark charcoal grey suit. And they're both kind of just like looking around outside, and he's like, you know, holding up his hand and talking into his hand. And you get a return call on your burner phone.
We're outside. We're here.
So we're outside now. Where the fuck is he?
See.
Okay, so he's got a minute to do something. What are you doing?
I mean, that entirely depends on how lucid I am at the moment.
I mean, that's you. It's your character.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, yeah, Trigger's just kind of like, shakes his head a bit, and it's like, all right, is that JKC and Evelyn or standing out front now?
Anastasia, you're right, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll use some more of my loadout to pull out just like my pistol, but I'll also throw in some shock ammo.
Okay.
And I'll try to like, you know, do a burst spray at both of them.
Sure.
I'll hit Anastasia first.
Okay, so that's 2 dice plus cyber. You're going for both with priorities, Anastasia, yeah?
Sorry, what?
You're going for both with priorities, Anastasia, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hopefully my edge doesn't go up anymore.
Just don't get a 6 on it. Oh, close.
Oh fuck! Holy shit!
That's a problem.
Hey, I'm a little fucked up at the moment, guys.
So what's it look like? You burst out and spraying her? You're only going to hit her.
Yeah, just literally, you know, going out, kind of spraying, trying to take her out first, and then
Spray and pray.
yeah, just a quick little drive-by, except we're not driving.
Sure. The first bullet like strikes her definitely, and she kind of like motions backwards a bit, recognizing the force. Without saying a word between the two of them, though, the two of them like roll out of their positions behind cover, behind cars, you know, behind a crowd of people, and then look around as they're trying to ascertain where the bullets came from.
Yeah. I mean, unless somebody else is doing something, Trigger's gonna get out of the car and keep on trying to shoot at him.
Are you just like striding across the street, spraying? Are you a bit more tactful than that?
I'm trying not to hit civilians, but I'm also not exactly in my right mind at the moment.
So he's going to do that. Does anyone else want to do anything?
No.
You become like Fallon, you're just going to hide in the corner.
Nothing
Yeah.
we can do.
Oh, don't worry, guys. I'll do all the work. Don't you worry about me.
You guys can pull out gadgets and guns and drones and stuff.
I'll pull out another sleep drone.
All right, Sparky, do your thing.
Who are you going to go for, Fallon? Are you going for Anastasia or are you going to go for
I'm
JK?
gonna go for Anastasia because she's not gonna get. They didn't say for her to get killed, so like I'm just gonna go for her because then if she's knocked out, then we could just there's like a message.
Okay,
you know?
so sure, you lean out the car, push the drone out in your hand. It's a little hand-sized hover drone. It takes off into the air, goes across the street, looks down through its little camera, trying to find out where she is behind the car. And then roll 1 dice for me.
So bad.
Yeah, it goes across the street, you're like looking down, it's aiming its little gun at her. She looks straight up at you, points her left fist clenched up at you, opens her palm, and something fires out of her palm and destroys the drone.
Oh,
There's a small explosion in midair.
Nice.
You can see Trigger.
Anyone
Jesus
else?
Christ.
Anyone else? Anyone else that's got powers as well? Anyone else? Anyone else?
I mean, I'm still shooting, so.
No, I'm not saying you. Anyone else?
I mean, do I have any how many? I mean, I have a standard, so. Yeah, I have a drone.
I'm just pasting in Discord there. There's drone functions you can pick from, and also how many slots each type of drone takes up. Each size of drone.
Okay,
Can I
mid-size- Huh?
On you go, Glenn.
Sorry, you go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick out a mid-sized drone.
Okay, so that's 2 out of your 4 slots left.
Yeah.
And this has 3 functions on it.
What? Do I pick them or?
You can pick them, yeah.
Okay, disabling. Oh, I have disabling, pick locks, and we're gonna be needing some disabling.
And so the EMP thing again, is that what you mean? Or do you mean like a taser?
Yeah, taser.
Okay, so it's got a mounted taser gun on it, okay. That's going to give you a heat to have that on it,
Wait, why?
because it's an illegal fitting on the drone.
Oh, jeez, never mind.
Yeah, you want that
Is
in a
there-
weapon?
Well, here's the thing. Is there a list of things that you know?
If it says illegal on that list there on Discord, then that means that taking it will give it heat.
Oh, okay.
So a signal jammer or a weapon of some kind is illegal. That will give you a heat to add that functionality to it.
Wait a minute. Toolkit. But I need to get close to them.
Could give it armor plating and the toolkit. Maybe the armor will absorb some of
Yeah,
their attack.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Okay, so armor,
armor toolkit.
toolkit. I mean, you don't have to decide what the third one is until you want it to actually do something. You could give it autonomous AI and then you can kind of just like set it, you know, just give it a mission and it'll go off and try to do it itself.
No, yeah, yeah, those 3. Autonomous AI toolkit.
Sure, so it's got AI and it's got a weapon, so that, well, it's got a tool. And what do you want it to do with the tools?
I want it to try to get as close as Anastasia as possible and just try to disassemble all her shit.
Okay, 2 dice.
Five, 4, 9.
Yeah, it's going to run, so I'm trying to think, mid-sized, it's kind of like the length of your arm, sort of thing. It's fairly size, it's a fair size of a dog maybe. Is it tracked? Is it a hover drone? What's its mode of propulsion?
It looks like one of those little dusters.
What's that? Don't know what you mean.
You know those little robot cleaning dusters?
Oh, like a Roomba?
There you go, Roomba.
So it's on wheels.
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah, so it zips off across the street, You see like a Roomba, so let's go with that sort of shape. It goes under the vehicle that she's hiding behind. She's too busy shooting this drone up in the sky. It comes up underneath her. She looks down like, what the hell? And it like launches at her with all its little cybernetic toolkit and starts to like undo her ankle, say.
Oh, Jesus.
It has plating, so she's going to like point down at it and try to like smash it, and she'll damage the armor on it, but she doesn't destroy the drone. Okay, Trigger, do you want to continue shooting then? They're both in cover behind cars.
Yeah, I'm in a target-rich environment. I'm just gonna pop off. And it's all shock ammo, so even if I do hit somebody by accident, you know, at least it just knocks them out or zaps them. Yeah.
Are you still spraying at Anna then, since they're both separate behind separate cover?
Yeah. Especially if she seems otherwise distracted and is no longer like trying to shoot back at me, I'll be trying to take advantage of that and zap her.
Okay, so that's 2 dice without cyber.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah, you're just spraying at her, aren't you?
Yeah. There's no aiming really. It's just
Sure.
very messy.
Yeah, you're walking over, just spraying at the car, and it goes like through some of the windows. She's getting her ankle removed, so she's like slightly distracted. She gets hit with the taser round, and you can see her left arm kind of spasming with the motion as she gets struck. And then you don't quite notice it, maybe just out the corner of your eye though. The JK just like flips onto the roof of the car, leaps into the air to bring like a hammer fist down on top of you. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I'll punch.
You want to punch? So you're a hacker. You can try and like hack his cyberware or hack something in the street if you want.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that everybody's like.
Yeah, you're scary deadly if you roll well.
Yeah, let's what can I use? Trying to think of what I can go for.
I mean,
hack something of his to make him.
Yeah, I mean, you could use your like neural processing stuff to quickly analyze the situation, analyze them, and then hack them. And you could probably do all that in a blink of an eye, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I've got the eyes and the neuro, so I'm guessing I could, figure. Yeah, I'll get a good look at him and see what I can hack.
Sure. So 1 dice and then plus whatever cyber, 1 for each cyber.
Shit.
Yes, you're analysing, but it's like information overload. He's just like stacked. Everything about him is augmented in some way or other, and it's all highly protected with like alphaware, cyberware. It's top of the line, exec level kind of stuff. So if you want to do anything, you're just going to have to try and like burst into his host and just hope for the best that you
like
pick something.
Yeah, do like a brute force attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for just a wild brute force attack and see what I can just.
Do you want to pull out a program to use to aid your hacking as well?
Yeah, we'll pull out some kind of a virus.
Okay, the virus. Okay, that sounds probably a good one to go for. So let's say you take a heat for the virus. You'll have 2 dice plus any cyber. And it's your cyber chip that you'll be using, so that'll be an extra 1.
Ooh, my heat's almost max.
So yeah, 2 dice plus an extra 1 if you want to use your cyber.
Right, I'm just checking off my loadout. Yeah, so 2 dice plus I'll use your
chip. And you're not taking heat for using your chip anymore for hacking. You just took heat when you bought it, and that's it now. Yeah.
Because I'm using an illegal program.
Yeah.
So 3 dice.
Yep. Okay, so what's the nature of the virus program you pulled out? Has it got any sort of particular disabling function it's doing?
It scrambles the connection between cybernetic devices so that nothing works in concert with
Yeah,
the other.
they're not communicating with each other. They're
Yeah.
all out.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's already let him midair. He's got Hammer Fist. You're going to thing him, so he's basically just like this big metal brick falling from the sky. He's still going to hit you, Trigger, and cause a harm.
That's fine.
You could use armor to negate that though if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll have my bulletproof vest.
Okay, so that's 6 out of 7 you've used so far for your slots. Yeah, your armor takes the brunt of the damage. There's not as much force behind him because he's coming down just like gravity. He's not like aiming at any particular section because he can't move, and he just hits the ground hard and causes the tarmac to just like crack underneath him with the weight and the force. And he lies there immobilized. He's like yelling, or trying to yell, but he just can't move any of his muscles.
Oh, that's fucking brutal.
Yeah, so he hits the ground like that. The Anna woman who is behind the car over the other side, she's like torn herself away from this little Roomba. She's only got one foot, the other leg is like missing at the ankle.
Jesus Christ.
And she kind of like hobbles and tries to pull her way through the crowd of people standing outside the club to get back into the club again.
Oh, no.
So we just went down.
Oh, I definitely want to grab her.
I was just gonna say I'll tackle her.
Yeah, so Trigger, you can roll.
I'll use my reflexes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you do that, and then Sasha, you can like add an extra dice to his roll.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
by
do that.
helping.
Oh gosh. So 2 for reflexes, 1 for Sasha.
1 for your skill.
Okay, so 4 total.
Yeah, and 2 of them are edge, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as
So
neither
as long as
neither of them are a 6.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I wanna just quickly like put a foot on JKC and like launch myself off of him and try to just grab her by the shoulders and
Bring
toss
her
her
down.
back out. Yeah.
Yeah, you bring her down, she kind of falls backwards. The bouncers are like, hey, what the fuck? And you bring her crashing to the ground.
Yeah. I'll try to grab her and drag her back out to the front of the club.
She
Outside.
starts like yelling at you in Russian, like cursing and swearing, obviously. And you pull her out. JK's like face flat on the ground. He's like, "Who the fuck are you? What the fuck is this? Why can't I move?"
Yeah, I'll zap Anastasia a couple times and just again say the Katerta send their regards, and this time I'm going to try to use my club as like a lever, just kind of hook one of the spikes under his jaw, and then try to pry his head free.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say at this point you can already hear the trauma team's sirens in the distance. But you can make that roll if you want. 2 dice.
2 dice.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't know why.
Oh, come on! Ah!
Yeah, you cook it under there. You
loopy.
start to pry it, and those sirens are joined by other sirens that are a bit closer. They're going to be here right on top of you any second. Clearly, he's linked to like an exec level trauma team contract. What were you saying, Fallon? Or are you talking to the cats?
to go, guys. Like, we've sent our message. Message received. I think we go and let's go get our money.
I think we better cut our losses.
Yeah.
So you leave the immobilized and comatose cybered up thugs behind and take off for the southeast district.
Wait, did we even tell them why they were getting beat up?
We said it. We said the cartetta.
Yeah, triggered it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said it multiple times.
Okay.
Looking like a right maniac.
You yelled
just-
it at the guy as you were trying to take his head off, so if you'd taken his head off, the other person was unconscious, they wouldn't have known. So
Well,
it's just as well you didn't take his head off.
I said it to her as well, but yeah, I fucked them both up. Before we, sorry, I'm so sorry. I meant to push.
Hey, what?
Yeah, so you get back to where you originally met AWOD and the other Katirta gang members.
Hey, what? Message sent.
Excellent, and what about their leader?
Have you looked at the news? And then I just like put the phone and show him what the news, because obviously
That says
the headlines.
stock falls for AlphaSoft. What does this have to do with the job I gave you?
No, the news of the look, and I show him the.
It scrolls like 3 pages deep into stories before something comes up about some disturbance at Atlantis Club. Oh yes, this was you. And the leader, JK, did you assassinate him?
It was too dodgy, but he's unconscious. As in,
Well, as long as the message was sent adequately.
yes, it was.
Oh, I see a trauma team was called. Yes, well, I suppose that qualifies. Here's your payment as agreed.
That 4 creds.
No, 3 for Sasha, 3 for Fallon, and 3 for Tencom.
Do we not get the extra cred because we
Fallon.
basically?
Fallon.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't
Okay.
kill him.
Fallon.
Yeah, you had to kill the leader.
Yeah, the extra was for the head, which I wasn't able to pry off.
So he does offer you 2 creds, Trigger.
Oh, Trigger is not here right now. He's staring at a wall. He is
Banging
just
his head
staring at a
against it
wall.
softly.
Well, not banging his head, but he's just sort of staring at it, just not present at all.
Awod notices and he points, says, I think your friend needs some medical attention.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get some.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going.
You should probably rip that cyber out of him before he goes psycho.
Yeah. Thanks, Saywads. Great doing business with you. Okay, we're going to the doctors.
You taking him to the doctor?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Trigger's a mindless zombie at the moment.
Well, I want a few things because I've got 1 cred plus 3 creds. So that's 4 creds. So I want to get rid of my heat and my edge.
2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, so when you get to Meats, Meats is nowhere to be seen. You can hear snoring from the back room. Sarah, the assistant, is up on her feet, running around. The place is absolutely spotlessly clean. And she's like scrubbing away at a corner furiously.
What's up with this? So where is he?
What? Who are you? What are you doing here? What did you see? What do you know?
We
Know
what-
that we need your help. Meek's help.
My help? Who
I
am I?
mean-
Who am I to you? Who is she? He points at Sasha.
She
Slap her hand
is-
away.
Wait. She looks at Tencom. What's wrong with your eyes? I've seen those before.
Yeah, Meats helped me with those.
She goes, oh, hang on a second. She reaches into her pocket. She pulls out an eye and holds it up next to your face. Ah, that's the same.
Oh God.
And she puts it back in her pocket.
Something wrong?
No, everything's fine. And she skips to
Why?
the back room. And you can hear her going, Doctor, Doctor. There's like the clanking of metal hitting the ground and a dragging sound as if somebody's dragging like a file cabinet across the floor. And then Meat sticks his head out from the curtain behind the back room. Oh, it's you lot again already. Is your friend
Yes.
dead yet?
No. If we all want something, so
And he looks at Trigger and it's like, ooh, this one's ready to pop.
Yes, can you please take out all the the chrome?
When did we get to docks? Did you already get paid for the job or?
It's like, it's
Did
got
we
his
even do
knuckles
the
and he's just
job?
like knocking on the side of Trigger's head. It's like, oh yeah, this one's really ready to go.
He knocks on the side of my head.
Yeah.
I punch him.
He flies across the room, crashes into all these tools and kits and table. Sarah comes running out the back room, wide-eyed, like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, he's underneath.
What? How did we get? What's going on?
Meets just
But
yells to her,
relax.
code blue, code blue. And she runs past you all into the fridge and starts throwing things out of the fridge and grabs one of the vials and just sticks it into the back of your neck. Trigger.
I mean, I'll try to stop her, but
No, no. I tell him stop. We're trying to help you.
I'm not listening.
Well, one dice
I
to
tried
try and stop her. You can also roll a dice, Tencom, to try and stop Trigger stopping her.
Oh dear.
Jesus.
Yeah, you don't. He is like jacked and full of all kinds of things coursing through his veins at this point. Yeah, he just like kind of swats you out of the way as he grabs Sarah by the neck and hoists her into the air, arms and legs flailing. She's through the squeezing of your fist, Trigger. She's just like, I'm just trying to help.
I don't even know who you are or where I am right now. What are you talking about?
I gestured for her to hand me the vial,
Yeah, she just like drops it into your hand.
and I stick them. Sorry, Green Homie.
I'm probably like really distracted anyways with choking out Sarah. So that
Yeah.
Right.
I stick them.
The world just spins and spins around for you, Trigger, and you just like hit the deck like a bunch of garbage has been dropped out a window.
yeah. I drop.
The girl drops to the ground like, and she's like, that'll be 2 creds.
Still wants the money.
I give her 2 cred.
And she nods, she's like, thank you. And there's a second where she just looks at the doc to see if he's actually going to get up. And he does start moving and pulling himself up to his feet. And she curses under her breath and then goes over to him and gives him the creds.
okay. Can I want my edge and
So,
heat removed.
freak!
Okay, so you
What?
want stabilizer drugs as well.
Yes.
Sure. 2 creds, please.
So I want my edge removed. So
Yeah, that's the stabilizer drugs. So she's going to stick you with stabilizer drugs like last time. You want to roll 1 dice for me? And if Trigger could roll 1 dice as well. Okay, Fallon, you're fine. Nothing changes. And Trigger's also fine. His addiction does not go up.
Can I get rid of some of the...
And then I want to get rid of my heat as well.
Hang on. Well, you can't do that here. Tencom, what did you say?
Can I get rid of my harm from here? Or
Yes, they can treat your harm here.
Can they treat harm here? I want to get rid of the harm. I've got one harm. I want to get rid of.
I honestly, if you have one harm, I would just keep it until you've got more. I don't think there's any point
Okay.
clearing it when you've only
Okay.
got one.
Okay, that's fine. Then that's fine. I'll just keep it.
Not that it matters, but Trigger is at 2 harm.
I'm at 3.
Yeah, if you're at 3 or 4, you might think about it, but I wouldn't do it when it's just 1 or 2.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay, so what kind of harm is it you've got, Tinkom?
You know,
You got it from
car harm.
the car, yeah. So it's just painkillers you really need and some...
The last one I got shot harm.
Oh, you got shot. Okay, yeah. They just pull you over to just a normal desk chair that's got like the foam exposed. It doesn't even have like arms on it. It's one of those really cheap ones. They just sit you on that, and the doc comes over. And it's like, well, what do we have here? And he like puts the depressor on your tongue, looks in your ear, and then just does what he always does and just sticks you in the neck with a needle. There, and he just like taps the side of your cheek. You'll be right as rain in about an hour. Oh, I
At
almost
least he
forgot.
pretends to be a doctor.
He's like, oh, I almost forgot, and he gives you 2 blue pills. Take these in 2 hours' time. It's not vitally important, but if you don't do it, you might die.
Okay.
He just blinks and then turns away because that's not his concern. He did his job.
Alright, so how many harm? I didn't get
That wipes all your harm. To go back to 0.
I'm back!
So Meese turns around and he tenders up and he's like, anyone else? And he looks at you with a very hungry kind of fashion, Sasha.
No, I'm good.
Oh, very well then. I can get back to sleep.
Then again, her leg has been aching. Isn't that right?
Oh,
Nope, I'm fine.
you know, it doesn't really take much for me to remove it.
I'm good.
Okay then, suit yourself. Nobody really needs 2 legs anyway. I get back fine with none.
Yeah, but these match, and I like it.
Yes, but you could have a pair of these, and he lifts up his long lab coat, and you can see just a mess of wires and pistons, and he's on like a pair of caterpillar treads.
I really appreciate it, but hell no.
Okay, suit yourself. Sarah, see them out. I'm going back to my sleep.
He's real chipper for a guy that just got punched into.
He's probably used to it. He deals with druggies all the time.
Well, that was a good
Probably.
game, wasn't it?
You have like an auto injector that just auto injects himself with painkillers at the time
Yeah, I was
anything
gonna
happens.
say he's got access to painkillers, so he's probably
Yeah.
off his nut all the time.
I think that's us for today.
That was
Oh,
quite
man.
quick, wasn't it? It's like
Yeah.
past 10.
I was surprised you got to meet Brad.
Brad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brad, you want sandwiches.
Yep.
Bread.
Yeah, you want organic, like real.
I don't know why that sandwich got me. That's why I didn't answer.
Yeah, that's going to be like a small heist to try and procure that.
We're gonna steal bread.
Yep.
Or what's called the trigger happy guy that was like so horny.
Oh, Stuart?
Yeah.
Oh no, I think
It
you're
was-
talking about Tommy. Yeah.
I want to go see Tommy again. Yeah, because he's got a thing for Trigger.
I don't know why
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was
you
very
just
trigger happy.
you just assumed that he was just being nice.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
where
we
y'all
all
are getting the
assumed
horny
it,
part, for
so-
sure.
Now, well, Dark, now that's canon.
Everybody's
Sorry.
like
Yep.
shipping the old man and fucking.
Yep.
Trigger.
Yep.
Trigger
He's
was
an old
just like
lonely
on
man.
edge anyway, so that's why he was all like, "Oh gosh, he's getting handsy." But y'all are like, "No, he definitely wants to fuck you."
If he brings out a plastic sheet, then all bets are off.
I don't even want to know.
So we were watching a customs thing, and one of the guys, he went to Colombia, and he had all these gimp masks and sex toys in his luggage. And he
Jesus.
was so nervous when they were looking through his stuff, and they pulled this big black plastic sheet, and they were like, "What the hell is this for?" And he's like, "Oh, to keep things clean."
Oh,
Damn.
no. So does that take Trigger's edge to 0 again, or?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Yay! Trigger's back.
Yeah. But now I'm like halfway to maxing out my addiction. And to make matters worse, I have 0 creds.
Yep.
So I talked to Laura about the price of things because I want it to be like a struggle. You should always be like, "Damn it, I need another job. Damn it, I need another job." Because that's
Yeah.
kind of the rut you're supposed to be in, and I don't think Shadowrun does a good job of replicating that really. So I don't really want to lower the price of things, but I think the idea would be at one point you're just kind of like, "Fuck it, we have to do weight work because it's the only way we're going to get paid more money." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So-
like, because literally right now, since I have 0 credits, I have, if I want any kind of money in order to get anything, taken care of or whatever, I now have to do whatever job comes next.
Yeah.
Now I have an actual job though. I mean, will that give me like 1 or just?
That just covers like your lifestyle though, because you've got a higher lifestyle, yeah, and the gear that you can pull out is of a better quality because
That's
of that.
smart. That's smart. Okay, yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I get you.
And that's how you get access to all the things that you get access. If you're going to like a fancy club or restaurant, you could just pay to get in, whereas someone like Trigger would probably need to, talk his way in or something.
Yeah, I would need to like bribe the door guy because I'm just some punk like gutter rat.
Yeah, speaking of this mission, yeah, we had to deal with a bunch of street people.
You are literally a runner. Y'all complaining about dealing with the streets. Why you running?
Filthy, and that greasy gorilla put his goddamn hands on my suit.
Just go back to being a corpo full time.
I'm already a corpo, full time,
She's
part time.
She's just like, but it doesn't pay enough.
Yeah, it doesn't pay enough.
Well, deal with it. If you gotta work for a living, you don't get to complain. You just get to work.
I'm not complaining about it. I just don't want no greasy gorilla be putting his hands on me. That's all.
I'm not complaining about it. I'm just complaining about it.
Yeah, it's
No,
corporal.
if we do more high pressure jobs, then we get more money.
Yeah, the problem was you really fucked up the corporal job that you had.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of them giving you one anytime
Why do you
soon
keep
is
bringing it
unlikely.
up? Stop
because
bringing
it
it
literally
up.
just happened.
That was such a
What-
mess.
What happened in the candidates stays in the candidate. Damn it. That's
Yeah,
great
we
game.
literally got we got paid to do like nothing good.
I mean, you still did the job, but you did it at cost kind of thing.
I just hope
Yeah.
that we're not this bad. Like, if they just gave us a mission just to pick up a burger, we don't blow up the fucking fast food restaurant. I'm happy we're not that bad. Like,
Well,
Dark, what you got to say?
going by past records.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
to be fair. I literally almost went cyber psycho multiple times. Fallon tried to turn Trigger invisible and ended up poisoning him.
Yeah.
I just think like at every game, like
There was
a-
something happens, my character always like harms you in some way.
Here, drink this. What did I drink?
That you're also like a scaredy cat too. Like you don't want to use your edge. You don't want to use your loadout.
I did actually. I did use my edge.
You're over here like, oh yeah, I use Ted Comp's phone and Sasha uses her
No,
drone.
And how the hell do you use my phone?
it.
I don't have a phone.
If you look at the rules, I did actually use it.
Oh yeah, no, but it's just funny.
But I don't have a phone.
Just
Yeah, and
Do you know what the thing
Fallon
was?
keeps on, like,
I wasn't the only one. That's why I kept going, anybody else? Because I don't ready use mine. That's why I was like, anybody else? Anybody else?
honey, I love you, but You're very protective of your
No,
characters.
No, I wasn't the only one in the group. Like you're gonna have to go and like listen to that.
Gee.
Play back the evidence.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well,
Totally.
I don't have to say that one quote again because it's in the recording now. The whole fast food thing. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it
So
because that's what we are.
next week we don't have a session.
Aw.
After that, this was going to be all I was going to do for this. But if you want, we can do like another 4 sessions after the break next
I
week.
Oh, jeez.
suggested another 4 sessions because I thought it
I
was fun.
quite literally thought this was going to be the end for. I thought I was going to go full psycho, like legit. I was waiting for it and was just ready to embrace it.